Sure. Well, good afternoon, everybody. When you get to a national championship game, obviously you never expect it to be easy, but I thought that Duke gave us absolutely everything that we could handle today. They came out in the first 20 minutes with the crowd behind them. They put us on our back foot, and we had to kind of struggle through that time and didn't quite find a rhythm. But once we kind of passed that time, I really felt like we were able to get back on top of the game. That is an extremely good Duke team that we were able to beat today. And congratulations to Robbie Church and his program. He runs a tremendous program. So just want to say congratulations to all of the NCAA and the town of Cary for the environment that you've created today for these student athletes. Obviously, they feel like they've been treated like royalty, as they deserve. They worked hard for it. So really appreciative of everything that you've done to make women's soccer at this level treated in the fashion that they deserve. I thought it was a wonderful event.
We'll open it up to questions.
Coach, did you try to do anything different at the start of the game? I noticed the team's sitting back maybe deeper than I expected. Was that because of what you're trying to do, or is that kind of a byproduct of what the pressure Duke brought from the start?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, to the contrary, we wanted to try to step up, but testament to Duke, they came at us right away, and we had trouble kind of pushing up our line, and Schaefer had trouble getting a little bit higher, and it was absolutely just the efforts that Duke was making that didn't allow us to get higher up and defend higher. That was not intentional, and we had to go in at halftime and solve a few things. Rassiopi pushing on the back line caused us all sorts of problems, and their outside backs getting forward. And again, just great game planning by Robbie Church and his staff. And it caused us to have to make some real tactical adjustments, which I think our team did a really nice job with.
The Duke coach mentioned how Raquel's hard to track and she finds her spots. Mallory, could you talk about what you saw in the past, and then Raquel about how you pivoted and scored?
It was good build-up out of the middle, and I got a ball wide and just started running at her, and I heard Rocky scream in the middle, and when Rocky wants the ball, you try and find a way to give it to her. So I found her feet and a little magic and turned and placed it, and pretty good shot.
Yeah, what I remember is Mal was just running with the ball towards the back line, and I did ask for it, and she gave it to me. I just made a half spin, I think, and then just hit it as soon as I could across, and it just was goal.
We call that her salsa dance.
About how many yards was that?
When I,
Yards.
like, I think it was like around the 6.
Meters, I should ask.
Yeah.
6 yards?
Yeah.
Rocky, you had the goal for Costa Rica in the World Cup, and now probably the biggest goal, certainly the biggest goal in Penn State history. Which goal's bigger?
I'm not. It doesn't work like that. No, I think every goal is special, and those two are just not. You can't compare either. But I can tell you right now, this was everything I was. Not everything, but I was dreaming for. To score in the final, and it's the most important thing right now. And the World Cup was great, but right now this was all I was thinking of. And I couldn't be more grateful and happier, to just, it's another dream come true. And I don't think those dreams are more or less than, they're all special. That's why they're dreams.
Rocky, you were growing up. Did you follow the college coaching from Costa Rica? Did you watch them at all? Or
Before I came to NCAA. I knew a little bit about the NCAA, and I knew, that every sport has NCAA tournament and everything, but I did not know with much detail about teams, and I had a vague understanding, but nothing too crazy, nothing too deep. But I did know about the College Cup, and I did dream of it.
For Mallory and Rocky, you guys have been teammates. You were teammates on the championship game in 2012. Does this make up for that sting, or do you still remember?
Well, I know that during the game I was thinking about that first game actually, and all I could think of was I don't want that to happen again, not today, and this is what, we still have the opportunity, we can still fight for it, and all I could think of was that, and so I think definitely it fueled us, and at least, it was just in the back of my mind, and
I think it makes up for it a little bit, and it's a good note to go out on.
Erica, North Carolina won this tournament so many times, and you're here in the heart of ACC country. Speak to winning the first national title in the heart of ACC country, when there's so much history for the game.
Yeah, obviously this crowd is a testament to the excitement for women's soccer in this area. I think overall, we're all just excited about the parity in women's soccer overall. You see so many teams competing, bumping off higher seeds. Duke obviously had a great run at it, and I think that's the most exciting thing is when I arrived at Penn State 9 years ago, I think there were some games that we could walk on and we could win the game. Now that's no longer the case. Every team we play against has been a challenge, has presented a different challenge. I thought the Big Ten in particular this year presented some incredible challenges for us, and I'm very thankful that we're a part of that conference, because if we hadn't had some of those experiences, I don't know if we'd be sitting in front of you today. So as a coach, I think you try to put your team in an environment week after week to try to make them grow and hope that they're able to take in as much as they can, and that's exactly what this group has done.
And then your school has won a lot of women's national titles in other sports. What's it feel like to join the company?
Well, I have to say, having our office in Rec Hall is a little intimidating. We've got women's volleyball and wrestling right down the hallway, so I walk by them every day, and they're super encouraging. But obviously, the 31 sports at Penn State are all extremely impressive and so well supported by the administration and the university as a whole. And the women's sports in particular have just excelled year after year, and Russ Rose and what he's done, and he's been a great mentor for me. And I think that's one of the neat things about this staff and this family that our athletic department has put together, is that I talked to him this week and I asked him, can you give me some tips? And we sat down and talked, and that's exactly what you want, certainly as a maturing coach. I think I can maybe call myself that at this point. You want to continue to grow, and you want to continue to be mentored, and I feel very fortunate to be in a department where we have that culture.
Coach, you once said Rocky took a leap of faith by coming into Penn State. What have you taken away from watching her follow through on that leap?
Yeah, I think watching student athletes come from overseas to an environment that's so different from home, seeing the courage that they bring, and obviously they're embraced by their new family, but allowing us to bring her into this environment, trusting us that we'll take care of her family, trusting us, having never met us before. She inspires me. Alina inspires me to do things that inspires all of us to do things that maybe we're a little bit scared to do. She packed her bags and moved to another country, moved to a small town, didn't know where she was going or what she was doing, but something inside of her told her it was the right thing, and I thank God that she did, because she's been a blessing in all of our lives.
Brett, Duke tested you early from distance, especially the one that hit the crossbar. Did you get a leg break on it? Did you think it was wide, or were you just holding your breath when you could get to it?
No, it was just a good shot. We knew they shoot from distance, and we were watching film and seeing plenty of goals, pretty spectacular goals that they've put in before, and that one just missed the net. But no, it was just a good shot.
Rocky, I guess with your goals already making rounds on Costa Rica and media, can you talk a little bit about the year that you've had and what it means for your home country, and then maybe also just that region of the world in general?
Well, with this year, personally has been just amazing. I would never imagine it would be this cool. But I also understand that, as a women's soccer player from Costa Rica, there's a certain responsibility, and I know that, and I hope that with this and just the opportunity to speak with the media, to just keep the game growing. And I know that it's still growing in Costa Rica, and I think there's a lot of talent, but there's not much awareness, and so I really hope to be that advocate and to contribute to change in there at home, and just in general with women's soccer.
Mallory, you're a senior. What does this mean to you personally?
We've worked for 4 years for this, and to go out on this note and be the first team to win a national championship and be that senior class that's led them is, it's undescribable. It's just such a great feeling, such a high right now.
Erica, your team obviously won the title without conceding a goal. You talked a lot about the defensive effort starting up top, but curious what you've seen from your goalkeeper, organizing a really young, a young back line back there, and the success they've had over these 5 games.
Yeah, I think, well, we'll be telling Britt Eckersham's story for years to come. And part of it was when she came in, incredible athlete, and again, put so much time and effort into it in her growth and development, had so much faith in Tim Loss, our goalkeeper coach, did an incredible job with her. But testament to her work rate, you just saw her get better and better, more and more confident. This year, more than ever, her presence is what impressed me the most. I think in past years, her technique, her tactics, all of those things have been very strong. But this year, she just had an overall aura and presence about her that just said to our back line, we're going to be all right. We're going to be okay today. You see her smiling. You see her giving that little pat. Every once in a while, she's got to give a little shout, and she's willing to do all of it, and that's what you need out of a goalkeeper. I thought she was absolutely the best goalkeeper in the country this year, and she showed it week in and week out. Obviously, to win a national championship, it becomes all about consistency, and she made the big saves, but more importantly, day in and day out, she drove this team and made them great.
Coach, those shots are, in the first half that were really close for Duke. What's that like watching from the sidelines? Do you just kind of look away?
I thought Amani Dorsey was a little bit terrifying today, to be honest. Every time she got on the ball, she was dangerous. They have so many dynamic attacking pieces, and you hold your breath. You certainly catch yourself holding your breath. It means the world to you. So to see these guys celebrate at the end of the game, to see the tears in their eyes, and to know how much it meant for them, that's the reason why you don't sleep at night, and it makes it all worth it, because they're certainly incredibly deserving.
Last question.
Britt, the coach mentioned it already, you're the only goalkeeper to go through the tournament and not allow a goal. You don't make the all-tournament team. Do you feel neglected or overlooked?
No, absolutely not. It's not me. The shutout is absolutely not me. It's the team. It's starting from the top, and the work rate that Franny and Megan and Mal have put in to win the ball higher up on the field, and then just our back line is spectacular, and those guys put in tackle after tackle, block after block, making really awesome 1v1 blocks, and it was a total team effort, and I barely touched the ball. It was these guys that make most of the stops, so.
And that's what makes her great. Humble as can be.
Too humble.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.